and thank you for tuning in to CAPS 13 News. I'm Jordan Keys.
And I'm Matthew Parrott. The Pittsburgh community is extremely connected and holds many events throughout the year to help its residents create new relationships and strengthen old ones.
Paint the Town Red is a week-long tradition of events to prepare the town for the opening football game, and the community block is one of these events.
Reporter Azaria Pishney has the story.
This is Pittsburg, Kansas, where tradition and community spirit converge in an annual event like no other. Proud Pittsburg State alum Sarah Shipman discusses her experience at the event over the last several years.
Paint the Town Red has been an ongoing tradition in Southeast Kansas for a while, and Pittsburg State Gorillas are Southeast Kansas. I mean, it's crazy. Like, we like to get out, we like to have fun, we like to make some noise and support our teams.
Pitt State student Allison Peck focuses on the impact of football on the community.
So basically this event is just like bringing people together, and we're just like celebrating like football season opening up and really just like coming together as a community.
Pitt State student Kayla Nickel admires the close-knit community.
Honestly, I didn't realize how close the Pittsburgh community was until I got here, obviously, but I like it because it's the small town feeling.
Devin Hearn works at Mercy and helps celebrate Pittsburgh and paint the town red.
Pittsburgh's a really tight-knit community, and I think you see that when you see all the people show up to support the big college, PSU, and Gorilla football, and it's a wonderful time.
Finally, Tina Haydenrick from the Pittsburgh Area Chamber of Commerce explains there is a lot of collaboration behind the event.
This is the block party that we are in collaboration with the city and Pitt State and all the downtown businesses, and just to have a kind of a pep rally for the first game of Pitt State.
For CAPS 13 News, I'm Azaria Pishney.
Last week, a small town here in Southeast Kansas had a big day with their annual homecoming parade. I was there to see just what they had to offer.
Mapleton, Kansas is a little town in northwest Bourbon County that, according to the 2020 census, is home to less than 100 residents. However, the city limits swelled to several hundred people on September the 10th for the 57th annual Mapleton Homecoming Parade. Local businessman Greg Post, a member of the Friends of Mapleton, played an important part in making sure the homecoming became a reality.
My sister and I, Deborah, we sponsor this every year, and we've been doing this for about 5 years, and we hope to continue doing it. We sponsor all the equipment for the kids here every year, the petting zoo, bounce houses, the pony rides, trying to get more people in, get more exposure, things of that nature.
EMT and former Mayor Michael Houston says it's the largest gathering they've had in years.
I've seen a lot of people that I don't have a clue who they are, but I'm glad that they're here. I know they have family here, and they've come, to see what our little town's about. We're the biggest little town in Kansas, is what I have always said, and we want to do things. We are very community oriented. We want to do things for our community, and this is the biggest thing that we do.
We've tripled every year. I don't know how many kids there are here tonight, but there's a bunch, and I got some new bounce houses and new stuff, and these kids are going nuts over it. And that's the whole object, is to have kids. If you don't have kids, you don't have nothing.
When the homecoming parade draws a crowd larger than your population, it appears to be a success. CAPS 13 News.
Coming up, the Overman Student Center is undergoing constructions. We have the details next.
Gorilla football is back in action, which means that college tailgating and parties are also in full swing. Pitt State students, including those who are underage, are at risk of irresponsible drinking and alcohol abuse. PSU provides amenities for students, such as a game day safe ride that runs 2 hours prior to kickoff until 2 hours after the game and is available for all Pittsburg State University students.
I'm Devin Garrison, Pittsburg State University tight end, reminding you to be safe and use the resources provided to you on campus to drink responsibly. Go Gorillas!
Students may have noticed the construction outside of the Overman Student Center. Valuable sidewalk space and parking spots have been blocked off as a result. CAPS 13 reporter Joe McGrath has the story.
The Overman Student Center is one of the most utilized buildings on campus. During the day, students are able to relax and study. With new construction outside the north doors going on, some students may have to detour.
Me and many other students find this to be an inconvenience because we are having to go out of our way to get to our destination on campus. With the construction that's underway right now, that's one of the busiest sidewalks, so people are having to go out of their way to get to where they need to be.
Students are not the only people that have their share of problems. Campus police officer Ken Griffing advocates for students to be both watchful and careful of the area.
Patience is key to the community. It is necessary to get this construction done. Obvious reasons, parking is at a premium, and we want to make sure that those spaces are, one, well marked, defined, and that the public, both visitors and students, staff and faculty alike, can see them. It lends to people just coming and going in the flow evenly. The challenge that we have while doing it is that you obviously see a lot of road cones and tape, so people kind of get into a lull and may forget that construction is there. They can damage their vehicle equipment or, God forbid, hurt somebody in the process of looking for something.
Both students and faculty look forward to the construction finishing for the improvement of Pitt State. From CAPS 13, I'm Joe McGrath.
Campus safety is always a priority at Pittsburg State, especially at the beginning of the fall semester. CAPS 13 reporter Carter Adam asked students what their thoughts were.
Every fall semester, PSU takes on hundreds of new students from all over the place. In recent times, ensuring campus safety has become a paramount concern for educational institutions and students alike. To understand what the everyday student thoughts were on the topic, we interviewed two students, Tate Weiss and Hunter Kalovich, to see what their thoughts were on the topic.
I think a lot of people just kind of keep an extra eye open at night, that makes sense, to kind of watch out for unsafe behavior or make sure that their friends or peers are not actively watching into unsafe situations, because for a lot of people this is their first time being on their own. So I think a lot of people kick that into overgear when they come here as a student to be safe.
Every student should sign up for the campus-wide alert text that the campus sends out whenever there's an emergency or just a thunderstorm going on. Every student should make sure they're getting that text. They should make sure they are with somebody whenever they're going to and from class, even if it's during the day. They should always be aware of their surroundings too, paying attention around themselves, getting rid of distractions.
I usually just kind of look around, because campus is very wide and open, except for a few dark spots. So just kind of keeping an eye out for those dark spots kind of if you're walking around campus at night, kind of makes it a little better. But I think the school keeps the campus lit enough that there's enough lights on campus that it's not really as big of an issue as it would be other places.
We asked both students what advice as a student themselves that they would give to their peers at the beginning of the fall semester, and this is what they had to say.
Just walk with people. Make sure people know where you're going, where you're at. So my 360 always helps, that might be a little bit drastic for some people, but Snapchat has snap maps where you can see other people's locations. So just making sure people know where you are and you're with at least one person.
I think the school offers a lot of resources and a lot of ways to prevent a lot of things. So I think it's just, like I said, using common sense. Don't be alone at night walking around town, because nothing good comes from that. So.
In conclusion, ensuring campus safety is a collective effort involving both students and campus security personnel. Being aware, reporting suspicious activity, utilizing well-lit pathways, and adopting safety measures like the buddy system all contribute to a safer campus environment. By staying informed and vigilant, students can play an active role in maintaining their personal safety and the safety of their fellow students.
A Pittsburg State softball player receives a special award. We'll have the story coming up.
Middle America, the Heartland, God's country. Some may have pleasant names for it. For others, it is the flyover states, only visible from the highway or the window of a commercial jet. But many people call this place home. They were born here, live here, work here, hope to spend the rest of their days in an ever-shrinking corner of the world. It's never been easy. Some may say it's never been more hard, but it is not impossible. Small towns, the county roads, the neighbors that reside just beyond them, these are our communities. So don't be afraid to step up and give a hand. Volunteer with those around you. In churches, community centers, parks, or streets, the opportunities are limitless. Whenever it feels like things can't get worse, we can only make them better. It's more useful than fearing the future. So today, help make the Heartland a place for us all.
Looking for a Christ-centered sorority at Pitt State University? Gamma Alpha Lambda could be the place for you.
GAL is an organization here on campus where college girls can join and just be a part of a community that loves Jesus.
Gamma Alpha Lambda, or GAL, does not currently have a building, but is all about the community and the building of relationships. If you are interested in joining, find them on Guerrilla Engage or Instagram at gal_PSU.
In recent years, Pittsburg State has seen an expansion of its varsity teams to include esports. This year, the esports program has added 3 new teams to its roster. Dominic Santiago has the story.
Esports is an industry that has seen significant growth in recent years. According to a study by Zion Market Research, the esports industry is expected to grow from a $1 billion industry to over $6 billion. At Pittsburg State University, the varsity esports team has also seen growth.
So last year we had a Rocket League team and a League of Legends team. This year we are going to be competing in Rocket League, Valorant, Overwatch, and League of Legends. We currently have 2 Overwatch teams competing in both the NACE and the MSEC or MCEC.
Cozart helped grow the esports club on campus and was the first coordinator for Pittsburg State University.
You know, having the opportunity to represent the school, I think, brings out a lot of very, very good qualities that people would otherwise just have lying dormant within them.
With the growth of esports on campus has come the need for live coverage of matches. Students at Pitt State have worked to broadcast games live on Twitch, a game-centered live streaming platform.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be part of this broadcasting esports in Pitt State. I'm having a lot of fun, and I thought it was a really good idea when they introduced it to our school.
Pitt State varsity esports are expected to compete in more than 30 games against teams from across the country. For Caps 13, I'm Dominic Santiago.
Great to see students getting involved on campus in many different ways.
In other sports news, Pittsburg State Athletics has decided on the start of a women's soccer team starting in the fall of 2024. Caps 13 reporter Drake Miller has the story.
Students and fans look forward to cheering on another program throughout their years at Pitt State, with the 7th women's athletic program being added next year.
Pitt State's the best university on this nation, and I fully believe that. I've never been in an atmosphere like this. I've been to LSU, Alabama, and Georgia games. I've never been in an atmosphere like the student section at Pitt State University.
With the expansion of women's athletics for the first time in 3 decades, Pitt State Athletics looks to bring in players and fans of the sport.
I want every sport here. I want everybody to get involved. I don't want people being solo. That's so annoying. Just go out, get active, go to the games, go do what you got to do, go participate. Everybody should be able to participate in everything.
Following the D2 2023 season, Pitt State Athletics looks to add a coach and other staff to help support the upcoming season next year.
Women's soccer is one of the fastest growing sports in America, and it opens up the possibility of new students coming to our university from a lot of the cities around us.
Pitt State will be the 13th university in the MIAA to add a women's soccer team, birthing rivalries for many years to come.
Well, it adds a whole new level of excitement, not only to us in the store, but the people that come into our store have a level of excitement.
With the first edition in 32 years, fans look forward to watching matches in person to keep up with their favorite athletes. For Caps 13, I'm Drake Miller.
Looking forward to cheering on the Gorillas next year as they take on MIAA soccer for the very first time.
A member of the Pittsburg State University softball team received an award that has never been won by any other player in the history of the program. Caps 13 reporter Lily Weir has the story.
Gabby Schultz, senior at Pittsburg State University, was chosen for the NCAA Division II Golden Glove Award at the shortstop position. She had a total of 48 starts on the season and was the MIAA Conference Defensive Player of the Year.
It felt great. I mean, everybody wants to work towards Defensive Player of the Year, and the fact that I earned it was a big accomplishment for myself. But Gold Glove on top of it was an even better feeling.
The Golden Glove Award is given to only 9 players at the Division II level and is chosen by the inaugural National Fast Pitch Coaches Association. Caden Trotcham, also a senior on the team, played by Schultz's side for the 2023 season.
I think Gabby is an exceptional teammate. She puts the team first. She really knows how to get us focused. I was surprised that she got recognition on the national level, and that's just a testament to who she is as a softball player and as a teammate. She does a really good job. She really cares about her craft as a shortstop and as an infielder.
Schultz started her collegiate career at Highland Community College, where she was a first-team all-conference player and a junior college Division II All-American for the 2021 season.
Now that I'm looking at it as a senior, it goes by so quick, and I never thought it would be over to this point, but it's just having fun and just playing you never know when it's going to end.
For Caps 13 News, I'm Lily Weir.
Coming up, I looked into how students can spend more time outside at the Wildcat Glades. Next on Caps 13.
Pitt State students care about the Golden Rule, and so should you. Thank you.
Fall is just around the corner, and many students may be looking for something to do with their free time. Well, look no further than the Wildcat Glades. I got the chance to talk with the Conservation Center's naturalist about the area, as well as a student who visits frequently. The Wildcat Glades Conservation and Audubon Center is 27 acres of opportunity. According to the naturalist at Wildcat, Jesse Ballard, as temperatures cool off, there are still plenty of things to do.
Within Wildcat Park, every season brings something new and different. We're actually coming into personally what I would think is the best time to explore the trails as we're coming into autumn. And you're going to see lots of changes in nature with the trees changing, with their leaves.
Ballard also pointed out the best part of Wildcat. It's pricing.
And if you think about a great reason to come out to Wildcat Park, it's free. All you have to do is spend a little bit of gas and that's it. It's a great place to take where you're going to eat lunch or dinner. It's a great place to be able to enjoy a free resource of a place to go swim. It is one of those opportunities that you get to get out of your studies, you get to get out in the outdoors, have that relaxing time.
We also met with Sophie Beckerly, a Pitt State student who was out for a walk. We asked them what they like about Wildcat.
I like to hike. It's a good place to put energy. It's a good place to get feelings out, nervous energy, just stress of the day.
Beckerly also described how often they visit the area.
I'm usually here once a week. I probably visit the Audubon Center probably every other time. They've got great exhibits in there, great resources to learn about the natural wildlife, the flowers, the animals here.
For more information about Wildcat Glades, you can visit their website at wildcatglades.org. The Audubon Center is located at 201 Riviera Drive, Joplin, Missouri. For Caps 13, I'm Matthew Parrott.
And that is all that we have for you tonight. Thank you for tuning into Caps 13 News. I'm Jordan Keys.
And I'm Matthew Parrott. We'll see you next time.